they played well and they shot the ball really well and kind of shot us out of our zone. And unfortunately, we shot really well in the first quarter and just kind of slowly, gradually kept shooting worse and worse, and didn't get the result we wanted. But being shorthanded with 6 guys, I thought the guys, they gave everything they had. I've never questioned this group's effort. I've never questioned their desire, their want to. It's just when the ball's not going in, it's tough to win.
When you're down 1 guy, it's hard enough. If you're down 2, it's it makes it even just double the pressure. And then, of course, you had that JV game going double overtime. So a couple of guys you bring up off the JV, they're exhausted because they played an extra long game.
Yeah, and we had kept Braden Carmack and Damon Akers both around, but you could tell in the locker room changing they had given their all in that JV game, and they lost a heartbreaker in that one. And that was a fun one to watch. It's good for those guys, those young guys to be in games like that. And, hopefully they learn some lessons on what it takes to close games out and win. And, hopefully that, will translate as they get older.
So you look back at the Licking game, not a bad game for the Tigers, being considering they're shorthanded. You end up losing by over 20 points, but the fourth quarter just belonged to Licking, and we already kind of mentioned, guys gave everything they got. But G.T. Nicholson just kind of ran that show. He was a big force inside. He ended up with 30 points that night. You just got to tip your cap to them. When they were feeding him inside, he was just not missing.
Yeah, our goal was to keep him away from the rim, and early on I thought we did that. And the first quarter and second quarter, and we kind of got out in the lead. And, our goal was to have him shooting those 15 to 18-foot jumpers with Schultz contesting, and he hit about 4 or 5 of them in a row right there with Schultz right in his face, and 15 to 18 foot. That was exactly what we wanted him to do. Unfortunately for us, he was making every single one of them, so we had to change, adjust a little bit and start digging on him from the guard position and put a little more pressure on him, and that's what he wants, because then he's going to get to the rim, and he did that late in the game. And he's a tough player.
You mentioned the first half. I think I had us for 1 turnover in the first half against Licking. I thought we played one of our better halves of the season in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, we have done increasingly better as the year's gone on at taking care of the ball. And, they came out and tried to press us early, probably had some game film on us or watched us. I know Coach Glasgow probably was over there at the St. James tournament watching us play St. James, and for whatever reason, St. James is able to turn us over 30 times a game, it seems like, and I think they came out, thought they'd be able to do the same, and our guys handled their press pretty easily and got some layups, got a couple early fouls on them, and pulled them out of their press pretty quickly. And so we've consistently gotten better at just taking care of the ball, and now we got to focus on shot selection and being patient. I think sometimes we feel like there's a shot clock, and there's not. And we got to be better and more patient, and that's going to be very important tonight.
Yeah, coming off of some tough games against some ranked teams, Coach, we talked about how that the season very difficult for the Salem Tigers at times because you do play such good teams. But now you got in the SCA, and you're not gonna get anything but a buzzsaw when you go to Thayer. This is a very good Thayer Bobcat team, and they're at their place, which makes it doubly hard.
Yeah, it's a really tough gym to play in, especially after a nearly 2-hour bus ride and being crammed on the bus and uncomfortable. So it takes a little bit to, just walk around and stretch out real good. And Thayer is a really good team. They're very, very good defensively. They have, in my opinion, who will possibly end up to be the conference player of the year in Aiden Stone. Really matchup for anybody. And they play with a lot of intensity, and they know how to win basketball games.
They have a patience about them, and I couldn't tell you how to explain it, but when they need to push, they can push, and when they need to just sit back and I don't want to say stall, but just control the ball and then wait for you to make a mistake, they can do that too. So they seem to kind of have a very flexible team, maybe might be the best term, Coach, in playing to whatever the opposition is giving them.
Well, I think they always look to run offensively. They want to get down and get a bucket as quick as possible. But if you're set up defensively, if you're making shots on offense and you don't allow them to do that, they are very good in the half court. I think their patience is even more noticed on their defense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, and one of the things we stress to guys is, make them play defense for a long time. And a lot of times when you make a team play defense for 30, 45 seconds, they kind of get tired of playing defense and they'll start to gamble more. And that's when you start to get to the rim, or maybe get a ball cut or a back door. And they're not like that. They are very patient defensively. They know their defense inside and out, and they've played it for years. And you can run. 3 years ago, my first year, they came in here to Salem as the number 2 team in the state, and we ended up beating them by 19 or 17, something like that. But in that game, if you go back, we had several possessions that we wouldn't shoot for a full minute or more.
Right.
And our guys did a great job of being patient and just never wore down defensively. And so I think that their defensive patience is just as impressive as their ability to go fast or slow offensively.
One of the things about the Thayer Bobcats, and I go back with the Hargrove kids and stuff like that, they always seem to be a physical team, and yet they don't seem to get a lot of fouls at their place for whatever reason. And it always seems the opposition is in foul trouble the whole game. Now I'm not going to say that it's home or referees, but it just appears that way because, it's very difficult to play it there, but they've always had some pretty physical kids from their football team out there that are bumping around in there, but those fouls just don't get called. And sometimes that can kind of make you feel disadvantaged, or you feel like you can do the same bumping and they don't call, and they call it on you.
Yeah, it's frustrating at times. It's different schools hire different officials from different regions and different associations, and it seems like each one calls them a little differently. I think that's the guys that we generally hire at our association is they're pretty ticky-tacky on hand checks and stuff. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, and then we go to other schools and there's no such thing as a hand check. And so that's an adjustment that, we always try to make during the game. And, it's something that we can't control, and we just have to play through. And I always tell the guys have a next play mentality. Griping about one play is not going to matter for the next one. So you just got to win the next one.
So as we go into this game against Thayer, this is going to be your SCA season right now. So have you approached it with the guys as this is your second season now? It's time to, buckle down. This next batch of games, this is your second season. Is that how you're approaching this, Coach?
We've talked about it in that aspect that, it's not that nothing before it doesn't matter, but it's just that this has, a little bit more emphasis on it, and it's a little bit more important. And so, the SCA, the way it is this year, I think it's wide open for, 5 or 6 teams are all capable of winning it. And, I think in the past you've pretty much had to go undefeated to win it. And I don't know that that'll be the case this year. I think I could very easily see couple teams winning it with a couple losses. And so, it's important. Every single game is important, though. And when it comes to SCA play, there's just so few of them. And, this is, in my opinion, probably the toughest one of the conference is Thayer, and having to go there, it's kind of seeing what we're made of right off the bat.
Right, but then you got another long trip to Ava, which is another tough place to play, too, later on down the schedule.
Yeah, we have both of our long road trips, Thayer, Ava, same year, I think next Friday, and they're a lot better this year. And so none of the games in the SCA are, it's like I've told the guys all year, every game in the SCA we're capable of winning, and every game in the SCA we're, they're capable of beating us.
Yeah.
And so we just have to have that mentality of, match their energy, match their effort, and try to pull one out.
And you got to pull one out tonight at Thayer to get off to a good start in the SCA. Coach, I wish you the very best of luck tonight down in Bobcat Land. Good luck, Coach.
All right.
Stay tuned. Tiger basketball is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Conrad Prue. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball is coming up next.
It is now time for Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com. Tiger basketball is being brought to you as a courtesy of your community health center, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Country Mart, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Fairground Auto Plaza, Progressive Ozark Bank, Southwest Baptist University of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, the Common Grounds Bistro, Larson Collision Center, Commissioner Dennis Purcell and family, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Now, Tiger basketball next on KSMO and online at KSMORadio.com.
We're in Thayer, Missouri on a cold, blustery night. And it's the Tigers taking on the Bobcats in Bobcat Nation. And right here at KSMO Radio and online at KSMoRadio.com, we're going to bring you that contest. As earlier tonight, the JV dropped the decision by 10 points, 45-35. Salem will be in their road navy blue uniforms with the Carolina blue numbers on the trim. Thayer will be in their home whites with their, they call it olive green, right? That's not really what I would call an olive green, but that's what they're saying, and so we'll go with that. And let's give you the starting lineup for the Salem Tigers. At guard will be Dawson Conway and Reese Dotson. Jordan Schultz will be at center. Carter Chilton at forward. And Hayden Wilson will also be at a guard. And for the Thayer Bobcats, they'll have J.C. Haven starting as guard. Dylan Paulette, who's been Paulette family down here. They've had numerous athletes. Rain Hofstadler. Hofstadler. Aiden Stone, who Coach Brew talked about, probably the best player that we've seen in quite a long time, but he's still recovering from an injury on his hand. And Dylan Spencer is the other forward. Stone broke a finger in football and has not been the same since. You know, he had a good year, but not an exceptional year. But now the SCA play comes, and we'll see. Stone against Schultz. Schultz tips it back, and Carter Chilton has it. The SCA game. It starts the SCA season tonight. There'll be SCA games all the way until our last game of the year, and that will be against St. Clair. Otherwise, all the rest of the games remaining on the schedule will be SCA games for the boys. Pass trying to get it inside the Schultz, it's the side of the backboard. And so, call it a shot if you want, but it's actually a pass by Carter Chilton, but it hit the backboard and bounded away. So it'll be Haven bringing it up. Haven out near center court, guarded by Dawson. Hitting across to Hofstadler underneath. Backdoor to Haven, and that shot misses. Comes down the hands of Schultz as Spencer tried to sneak in the back door, but missed the shot. Jordan Schultz has it. Fires it right side over to Reese Dotson. Dotson in the corner. Carter Chilton back to Dotson. On top, Conway left side, Hayden. Hayden Wilson for Salem. To Reese Dotson right side. Dawson Conway, and going back, and nobody's there. Goes back court as Dotson was cutting in. Dawson Conway threw it back to him. Salem looks really ragged here to start early on this game. Tough to play here at Thayer. They play a very tight defense, so they're trying to get a little movement in there. They play a very, very aggressive offense. Hofstadler hanging on to the ball, getting it on top of Poulette. Poulette in the paint from 6. The jumper's good. Paulette scores. On the other way, Dawson Conway. Out on top, Carter Chilton. In the corner to Dotson. 2-0. Thayer Bobcats just underway here, first quarter. It's Hayden Wilson right between the circles. Right side pass to Conway going in the right corner to Carter Chilton. Salem trying to just get that defense to buckle a little bit here for Thayer. Wilson dribbles trying to get away from Stone. He had Dotson back to Conway, left side to Wilson. And without Logan Chilton tonight, he's still under the weather. Has not been cleared to play. Dotson puts it across to Dawson Conway. Thought about shooting, didn't. Now to Dawson down low, intended for Schultz, but stolen away by the Thayer Bobcats. And with a good patience, but the ball tipped, goes into the hands of Aiden Stone. Down low to Poulette for another jumper. This one's offline. Stone puts it back. It won't go. And then brought down by Reese Dotson. Still 2-0 Thayer. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Hayden Wilson. Salem was very patient on offense. Took out almost a minute off the clock, but never even really got a good look. 2-3 zone right now for Thayer, and they'll change that up. Right now, Carter Chilton trying to get a pass to Schultz. He hit the backboard again, second time. That Chilton has done that, and that's a turnover this time. And here comes Thayer right back. Here's Poulette off the glass. It will fall as Schultz pulls it down, and then a timeout going to be called by Conrad Brew. Salem Tigers been fortunate. Thayer's had some good looks. Can't get it to go down. And Schultz with a couple of rebounds. Salem Tigers trail it only 2-0. 5:15 into this game. We'll keep it here and tell you about Southwest Baptist University's campus in Salem, providing you a quality higher education right near home. For residents of Denton County and surrounding areas who want to be able to get the advantages of college but not have to travel long distances. They offer degrees in nursing, the RN Bridge program, criminal justice, the elementary education, and much, much, much more. For more on the degrees and programs they offer, contact admission counselor Chris Welch to schedule your appointment at 729-7071, 729-7071. So the Tigers burn a timeout early to try and get resituated. Thayer Bobcats will come with some pressure to flip it in to Hayden Wilson. Back to Carter Chilton, over to Dawson Conway. Back to Carter Chilton. Salem not getting the ball to the timeline yet. Conway finally gets it over there, now to Reese Dotson. Back to Conway. 5 minutes to go, first quarter, 2-0 our score. Conway with it, back to Dotson between the circles. Pulls up with a long three, trying to bank it in, but it won't go. Aiden Stone has that rebound, and the Tigers steal it away with a good play. Here's Carter Chilton in. He tried the shot, won't go, and then a travel called on Carter Chilton. Salem gets their first steal and still can't even get a shot, as Chilton was being blocked by Aiden Stone, ran kind of into him, and then walked with the ball. Stacey Havens putting a right side pass to Hofstedler. Hofstedler trying to go to the paint, does from 6 feet. The jumper trickles in. 4-0 Thayer. Here's Conway, and Conway will step out of bounds. It'll be long to Thayer. That's 5 turnovers for Salem here early on this game. With 4:26 to go, 4-0 Bobcats. Aiden Stone will flip it in, and here comes Haven. Haven, right side pass to Stone. Stone out on top to Spencer. Spencer down low, flipping it up and in. On the backside is Jason Haven. Here's Conway flipping it into Reese Dotson. Dotson in the offensive zone. Stops from 12. The jumper's too short. Tipped up in the air and pulled down by Aiden Stone. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Salem has not scored yet. They trail it by 6. Here's Haven out on top. Hitting it there, Spencer beyond 3. Now back to Haven, to the paint, to the hole. Stops, bounce pass outside. Going to the net is Hofstadler. He gets the bucket, and he gets fouled. And the Tigers are just not moving their feet here early on in this game. And he'll add the Carter Chilton is called for the foul. 8-0. Hofstadler with 4, and he has a free throw coming with 3:46 still to go first quarter. And the free throw is good. Here the other way, stolen away by Thayer to get it back inside, and a foul's going to be called on Reese Dotson as he took that ball away from Dylan Follett. Another steal. Tigers with 6 turnovers, and Follett to the line to shoot 2. Dotson his first foul. And Follett's free throw is no good. It's rimmed out. 9-0 Thayer Bobcats, and they have just, on the offensive side, just swallowed the Salem Tigers. Missed the next free throw, but pulled down by Hofstadler. Backs it up to Jordan Andrews, who just came in the ball game. The red-headed Andrews comes in, trying to kick it back outside, does to Haven. Haven trying to dance in. He walks with it, no call. And then a foul's going to have to be called on Hofstadler as he tried to take the ball out of Jordan Schultz's hand. First foul on Thayer. Andrews checks in the ball game. Just a freshman. Here comes Dotson, right side to Aiden Wilson. Aiden down low to Carter Chilton, outside to Reese Dotson. To Dawson Conway, now to Wilson. Wilson beyond 3, trying to get it inside. Again, stolen away by the Thayer Bobcats. Them trying to force that ball inside. You can't do it with Thayer. You got to make them move and get out of position, and Salem is not doing that. Andrews spins from 12. His jumper is short, but taken there by Hofstadler. He can't get it to go down, and pulled down by Hayden Wilson. Hofstadler pulled it down, but it was too far underneath the basket and could not wrap that ball around. Hayden Wilson in the corner, Carter Chilton. 2:40 to go, 9-0 Thayer Bobcats. In the corner, it's Schultz. Schultz out to Reese Dotson to Wilson. Lucas Morrison get ready to check in. Pass in the corner to Carter Chilton. Carter decides to take a 3 from there. It's no good. Tips and goes out of bounds off of Aiden Stone. So it belongs to the Salem Tigers. Commissioner Dennis Purcell, wife Renee, and daughter Lindsay are proud to be supporters of your Salem Tigers. Go Big Blue. As the pass trying to go in, is loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, picked up by Morrison. Morrison in the corner. With the ball, Hayden Wilson to Carter Chilton. Ethan Simpson in the game for the first time, wearing number 34. Now goes back to Reese Dotson. In the corner, Morrison. Salem just moving it on the perimeter, not even trying to penetrate. Now they do to Carter Chilton. He misses the easy lay-in, and the Tigers still can't score. Back the other way is Hofstadler, and he'll be fouled underneath the basket as they move the ball quickly and had Hofstadler flying down that left side, and he cut inside. So Morrison will pick up the foul. And Hofstadler's free throw is short. Still 9-0 with 1:47 to go. Salem has only had that one good look by Carter Chilton, and that one is good. They are 2 of 5 from the stripe. 10-0. Our score with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Hayden Wilson all the way across to Dotson. To Carter Chilton in the corner. He goes back to Dotson. Now to Hayden Wilson. Schultz will get ready to check back in. Now to Simpson. Goes in the corner. Waiting for it there is Morrison back to Simpson. All the way around to Hayden Wilson. Thought about shooting, didn't. Carter Chilton will from the corner. It's way too hard. And Andrews on the backside has that one. Long pass to Hofstadler, and he lays it in. 1:10 to go. 12-0 Thayer. I'm trying to be patient and move the ball around, but they're not moving their feet, and they're just kind of standing still, passing the two guys stationary. A steal by Hofstadler. He comes down the other way. Taking it back to Andrews. Andrews from 14. It's no good. And Morrison has that rebound. Go the other way to Hayden Wilson. 45 seconds left. Wilson. All the way across the court to Reese Dotson. A long three. It's nowhere near. And brought down by Andrews. Salem has not even been close on their shots. 30 seconds to go. And the Salem Tigers being skunked here in this first quarter. Even has it. Hofstadler down to Aiden Stone off the glass. No good. And Morrison pulls down another rebound. Salem has 6 rebounds in this first quarter, but no points. Reese Dotson has it to Hayden Wilson. Hayden trying to get to Simpson inside. Stolen away again. That's the 5th steal by Thayer. They get it to Andrews. Fires it back. The shot up and good by number 32, Dylan Spencer, on the assist by Andrews. And that's going to do it as the Tigers almost get one from beyond half court. And we go to the end of the first quarter. It is Thayer 14, the Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, get Parts City conventional oil priced at $16.99 for 5 quarts. Johnson starting fluid, 2 for $6. And Armor All tire foam, it's only $5.49 each. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Reality check number 29. Moving your checking account shouldn't feel harder than moving to another state. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know switching banks can be a pain, so we invented the Easy Switch Kit. If you move your account to Town & Country, we'll do all the work for you. Set up your automatic deposits and withdrawals, and even help close your old account. How easy is that? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Ready for the second quarter of play. Salem Tigers have not found the net yet. They really only had a couple of good scoring opportunities. Reese Dotson was open for a long three, and Carter Chilton had actually gotten down low, but his shot missed, and the Tigers could not capitalize, and they are taking advantage of 9 turnovers in that first quarter. Here's Hofstetler with us. Thayer has the ball. Now Andrews thought about the three. Didn't take it to Spencer. Getting it to Aiden Stone. But a foul on the floor will negate that basket. The foul is going to be called on Dawson Conway. That is Salem's fourth foul. Inbound comes in and tipped away, but it's going to be taken there by Hofstetler. Back to Andrews. Toward Andrews out center court. Back to Hofstetler, right wing. Back to Andrews. Looking for some movement. Finally gets it to Dylan Poulette. Back to Andrews. Down low to Spencer on that baseline. Back to Andrews. Got the little pick. Puts it up. It will not fall. Tipped up, and Aiden Stone can't get it to go in. Tries it one more time, and finally does. He gets his first points of the game. Double teaming Reese Dotson. He throws it over to Simpson, and then a foul's going to be called on Hofstetler as he bumps into Conway. Hofstetler will get his second. He'll come out of the game as Jace Haven will come in. Simpson will inbound it. 16-0. Thayer. Salem has played now almost 9 minutes and has not scored. Here's Conway in the corner. Morrison trying to get it back to Conway. Tipped there by Haven, but he gets it. Dawson going back to Simpson between the circles. Pass to Jordan Schultz. Out on top to Dotson. Back to Schultz in the right corner. Start there by Haven. The Dotson to Conway. Left side Simpson. Stops. Double team there. Goes back on top. This is a floating box right here for Thayer. Down low to Jordan Schultz, but can't shoot it. Back to Conway. All the way across the court. Now here comes Simpson. All the way down off the glass. Won't go. Ball loose. Tip. Brought down by Morrison. Morrison back up. Short jumper. It won't go. And brought down underneath by Thayer, but they step out of bounds. Haven brought the ball down, but stepped out of bounds. And with 6:23 to go in the half, it's 16-0 Thayer. Simpson and Morrison each had cracks at it. Inbound comes to Morrison from 9 to jumper. It's no good. Brought down by who? Ball loose, and Stone will pull it down. He's got 6 rebounds now in this game. Andrews the other way to Haven. Back to Andrews. Andrews right side pass to Poulette. Poulette to Andrews. Top of the key left side. Haven a quick jumper for 3. No good. Ball tips. Brought down by Stone. Or Spencer. Tigers shooting 2. Nobody had the ball. They're going to call it on Morrison, his second foul. Spencers are going to give him 2 shots, but they were going for the rebound. Nobody was shooting the ball. Nobody had possession. The Tigers have now gone 10 minutes without a basket. There's 6:01 to go. Free throw is good by Spencer. He's got 3. Carter Chilton and Hayden Wilson check back in. Morrison is coming off of an illness. Is going to check down. He's only going to play limited time tonight. And Ethan Simpson, getting some varsity action, will sit down. That free throw will not go, and Carter Chilton has the rebound for the Salem Tigers, getting it off to Dotson. Salem Tigers have been shut out now, 10 minutes plus. In the corner, Carter Chilton. Thayer's got a good defense, but they've had a total of opportunities here. Now that pass almost stolen away, tied up. Possession arrow favors Salem. A little bit too static with the passes. These guys aren't moving. Salem does not move around much here to try and get open. And it's very obvious, and Thayer is reading these passes. And they have 5 steals to show for it. Now the pass back to Dawson Conway from Dotson. Nowhere near. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Salem Tigers. That's 10 in the first half. Still 5.5 to go. Thayer has 2. The ball, Haven. Haven, right side pass. Poulette, down low. Hayden Stone's jumper is too short. Carter Chilton comes down with it and is bumped by Spencer. Spencer's going to pick up a foul. Carter Chilton with his second rebound. Simpson back in for Dawson Conway. Thayer will put pressure on in the defensive zone. But they also put pressure on the offensive zone. Right now they've got 3 guys on the Salem side of center court. Now they get to Simpson. Simpson almost got himself in trouble. Stops, seeks a little help. Back to Jordan Schultz. Schultz to Conway. To Hayden Wilson for a three-pointer, and it's good. And Salem, at exactly the 5-minute mark, gets on the board. 11 minutes without a basket. They trail it by 14. Down low is Andrews. Andrews flipping it out on top. Big pitch for a three. It will not go. Brought down nicely by Reese Dotson. Stage pitch shots won't go. Reese Dotson for a three. It's off the side of the rim. And it's saved nicely by Simpson underneath to Hayden Wilson. Trying to bank it in. It will not go. And it's brought down by Abe Stone. And back comes Thayer. He'll have a chance to get another basket right there. Here's pitch from 7, the jumper. It will not fall. Hayden Wilson with that rebound. It's a little cold right now from the floor. It's Dotson. Gets it outside to Wilson. Down low to Schultz. Schultz off the glass and in. And the Tigers are starting to come alive a little bit here at Thayer. 4 minutes to go in a half. 17-5. Andrews on top. Getting it there is Haven. From 9, that jumper's too short. Simpson has the rebound. Quickly off to Reese Dotson. Bounce pass to Wilson. Wilson underneath, intended for Jordan Schultz. He has it, and it's fouled underneath by Aiden Stone. And Schultz will go to the line. He will shoot a couple of free throws. They're going to call that on Paulette instead of Aiden Stone. There's no way Paulette did that. And a free throw by Schultz is good. Spencer back in for Paulette. Stone sets up along with Spencer on the low block. And that free throw will not go, and the Stone breaks down rebound number 8. It's Haven on top. Spencer left side Andrews. Andrews down low to Haven. Spins around. A shot blocked there by Schultz. It comes back out to Spencer, and a foul on Salem's Hayden Wilson. Wilson will get his first foul, and Spencer to the line. He will shoot 2. 17-6 the score. Salem back to within 11. And Spencer's first free throw in this one is good. .3:31 remains in the half. 18-6. And Spencer has 4. He'll try for his 5th point right here, and it is good. Tries to roll it off the front end of that rim. The Tigers back down by 13 with 3:25 to go. Reese Dotson, left side pass to Hayden Wilson. Wilson moving back between the circles. Left side pass to Dotson. Down low to Carter Chilton. Inside it goes to Schultz, and he lays it in. That was some good passing there by the Tigers. A little bit of movement. They got some seams in that Thayer defense. Were able to score. Now Andrews down low to Pitts off the glass. It's no good. They're going to call goaltending as the ball was coming down. They call goaltending on Jordan Schultz. So the ball was coming down. Looked like it was coming down wide. They still gave him the goaltending call. 21-8 our score. Wilson hanging on to it. Right side pass to Dotson. The corner, Carter Chilton. Carter with a 3 off the iron, straight up in the air, brought down by Spencer. Spencer the other way to Andrews, and he'll lay it in. As soon as Spencer brought that ball down, Andrews took off. They hit him, an easy basket, 23-8. There with the lead. Pass to Simpson on the right side. Easton on top to Wilson. Wilson back in the corner for Simpson. Simpson inside to Schultz. Simpson, Wilson for a 3-pointer. It's off the front of the iron. No good, and brought down by Haven. All the way down to Pitts by himself, lays it in. 25-8, 2:10 to go in the half. Hayden Wilson trying to get into Schultz. He'll be fouled there by Spencer. That'll be Spencer's second. 5th team foul on the Bobcats. Pitts and Spencer check out. Roulette back in. And Logan Dawson, a three-pointer up by Reese Dotson, no good, and Doss brings down that rebound. Quickly down to Poulette. Poulette puts it off the glass and in. 27-8 with 1:50 to go. Salem misses their shot, and Thayer comes back with an easy layup as they fast break. Here's Carter Chilton baseline. Stops his shot up, hit the side of the backboard again. And it's time brought down by Aiden Stone, and Aiden Stone will travel with the ball. He bumped into Aiden Wilson. .136 to go in the half. 27-8. Bobcats with the lead. Dotson looking for a pick out high. Gives it to Carter Chilton. Left side to Hayden Wilson. Wilson to the paint, to the hole. Trying to find Jordan Schultz. Threw it right on his feet. A timeout called by Thayer as Salem Tigers turn the ball over again. And the Bobcats call a timeout with 1:21 to go. 27-8. Thayer on top. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
We're back in Thayer, Missouri. Tigers trail it by 19 here in the first half. Didn't score a point in the first quarter. It got down 16-0. But now they've been outscored 11-8 since that point. They actually had outscored Thayer for a while, but they've missed, Salem has, on their last 6 shots, and the Bobcats have increased their lead again. Here's Andrews for a three-pointer, and it's good. Jordan Andrews hits the three, and it's 30-8. Dotson with under a minute to go now. Over to Hayden Wilson. On top, Ethan Simpson. Down low, intended for Schultz. Stolen away. Back they come. Ball loose on the floor, and Carter Chilton steals it back. Good play by Carter to hustle back to Dotson. Dotson trying to get by 2 different Thayer Bobcats, and then Poulette will foul him and get his second. Conway will come in for Simpson. Bounce pass in the corner to Wilson. Wilson trying to dance in from jumper off the glass is good. Hayden Wilson scores. And the other way, it's Haven. Haven hanging on to it. 18 seconds left to Andrews. He gets away from Hayden Wilson. Andrews goes all the way through the entire floor. Now gets it back from Poulette after a real quick pass. Has separation with 7 seconds left. Andrews starts his drive toward the basket, carries the ball, no call, and then has a weak shot, partially blocked by Schultz, and that does it. We have played 2 quarters here at Thayer. Salem Tigers get 10 points in that second quarter, but get outscored 16-10 and trail it at halftime by a 30-10 margin. We'll take a 2.5-minute break and come back with stats in the first half when we return. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio.
Would it make your life easier to have access to a live teller Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.? I'm sure you answered yes. Riverways Federal Credit Union is here to help you simplify with their all-new ITM. Just drive straight up to the machine in the drive-through lane that looks like an ATM. Press the screen, and voila! You'll be talking straight to the local teller. It's that easy. Available 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just another way that Riverways Federal Credit Union is positively different.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Dayton County, I've got you covered.
Check out Country Mart in Salem, where in their bakery you can find a large variety of cakes for all occasions, anytime, and by special order, like anniversary, wedding, and birthday cakes. Country Mart has a full-service deli where breakfast is served daily. They have deli sandwiches that are made while you wait, and they offer daily lunch specials every day. You'll also find a large selection of cheese and deli meats to choose from. It's just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem, Highway 3272 East.
At the Bank of Salem, keeping your accounts safe and secure is our highest priority. We're adding text fraud alerts as part of our debit card protection program. If Shazam, our debit card processor, suspects fraudulent activity on your debit card, you may be alerted via text message or phone call. Ask a Bank of Salem employee today. Remember, we will never request card or account information via text, phone, or email. The Bank of Salem, putting our customers first since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, you can save on a booster pack 12-volt lithium jump starter, Irwin Vice Grip 4-piece fast-release locking pliers for $39.99, a Blue Fuel 360 swivel rechargeable light for only $39.99, and Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil $18.99 for a 5-quart jug. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
And we are here at halftime as the pep band from Thayer has been entertaining with a little Nail Diamond Sweet Caroline, and they continue to entertain here. To give you stats from the first half, I want to tell you first that the Common Grounds Bistro is open Monday through Saturday, breakfast and lunch every single day. And on Thursday nights, they have delicious homemade lasagna, prime rib on Friday nights, along with delicious steaks. And Saturday's pork steaks are outstanding. Check them out from 4 till 8. Or get one of those mouth-watering steaks that they're known for, the Common Grounds Bistro. But sandwiches, salads, breakfast meals are so good. Check out their eggs. Check out their omelets. They get one omelet virtually every Friday from Common Grounds. It's outstanding. See them at 300B South Main Street in Salem. Or call them up at 453-2173. Common Grounds Bistro in Salem, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Well, very balanced scoring by the Thayer Bobcats, and I guess you could say balanced scoring by two Tigers. Jordan Schultz and Hayden Wilson each have 5, and that's all the scoring Salem has in the entire first half, and all those points came in the second quarter. It took 11 minutes for the Salem Tigers to finally get on the board against the Thayer Bobcats, who at that time had already accomplished a 16-0 lead. They had a 14-0 lead after the first quarter, and then they added to that lead in the second quarter, getting 16 more points. But actually, the Salem Tigers went on a little bit of a run, as they had got it up to 16-5, and it was 18-8, and so it looked like Tigers might try and pull back in it a little bit, but then they kept missing shots, and the Thayer Bobcats got those rebounds, turned them into points as they did fast breaks, and the Tigers couldn't catch up, but now they're down by 20 going into quarter number 3. Leading scorer for the Thayer Bobcats is Braden Hofstedler. He has 5 points for Jordan Andrews, 5 points for Dylan Spencer, 4 for Gage Pitts and Dylan Poulette, and 2 for Aiden Stone. Stone has 9 rebounds, though, in this first half. That's in the first half. He has there's 2 rebounds for Chase Haven, 2 for Jordan Andrews, a couple for Braden Hofstedler, also 1 for Dylan Spencer and 1 for Logan Doss. For Salem Tigers, Jordan Schultz and Carter Chilton and Lucas Morrison. Actually, Morrison has 3. He got an extra one that second quarter. So he has 3. Chilton and Schultz have 2 along with Reese Dotson, and then 1 for, for Silas Wolf. Thought it was Ethan Simpson down there, but actually it was Silas Wolf that was in the game. He had a different jersey on, and we didn't know that. And really couldn't tell from here. We're so far away at Thayer, we couldn't really see who was on the floor. So we assumed it was Ethan, but it was Silas. Anyway, it's been a one-sided game, no doubt. Salem Tigers have turned the ball over 12 times in that first half. 9 of them in the first quarter. 3 turnovers by Thayer. The Thayer Bobcats had 5 steals in the first quarter, finished with 6 on the half, Tigers did have 2 steals of the Thayer 3 turnovers. Foul trouble, Roulette has 2. Braden Hofstetler has 2, and Dylan Spencer has 2 for Thayer. Lucas Morrison has 2 for the Salem Tigers. As we stand at halftime, 30-10, Bobcats on top. And here at the KSMO Studios, 1340. I want to remind you, we have Missouri Tiger basketball tomorrow night, and they take on Auburn. 7 o'clock pregame show, 7:30 game time. It's Missouri and Auburn. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with the second half of play. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio.
It's time to elevate your style at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, where you can get a total of $4,250 cash allowance on a 2018 Chevy Malibu, or get $1,000 cash allowance on a 2019 Chevy Traverse, or it's only a family car when the family is in it. Chevy, more affordable than Honda, Toyota, and Ford. See their entire line at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, or go online at fairgroundgm.com. Fairground Auto Plaza, driven to serve you best where Chevy finds new roads. There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
Open a Progressive Ozark Bank checking account today and receive a free cooler. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You'll also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus, enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, and free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and receive cash back. Banking with us is a refreshing experience. Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender. At your community health center, you're a part of our family, and we're committed to providing high quality and compassionate care at an affordable rate. Whether you need dental work, medical care, or even behavioral health services, we'll take care of you. After all, that's what family is for. All of your health care needs located in one convenient location at 1081 East 18th Street in Rolla. Call 573-426-4455 to schedule your appointment today. Building your community, your health.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Tax Masters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
For the third quarter, Conway Construction LLC can help you build a brand new home, add on to your home, or remodel your home. If you need some remodeling work done, maybe you need something done inside. Maybe you need a new ceiling in there, or maybe you need to add a new room. Well, it might be something you got to get done. Well, tile floor, wood, might be looking at a wood floor. They can do that. Outside siding, concrete work, decks, they can do it all. No job is too small. Call Conway Construction LLC if you need some work done to your home or building a new one. 247-6468. Talk to Randy or Jake, 247-4174. Right back at it. And the Thayer Bobcats get the inbound, and they start out with a basket right off the bat. Aiden Stone over top of Jordan Schultz banks it in. 32-10 our score as Conway gets it off to Reese Dotson, back to Conway. Left side pass to Aiden Wilson. Aiden Wilson across the court to Dawson Conway, trying to go baseline. Cut off there and almost lost it. Gets it back again. Down low, throws the ball out of bounds. Trying to get to Jordan Schultz, just threw the ball beyond Jordan's reach. The inside went out of bounds into the cheerleader area. as Jace Haven brings it up. He gets to the big T here at Thayer where the Bobcat insignia is. And back out on top, getting it there. Let his jumper rims out. Go good. Aiden Stone with a rebound. Can't get it to go. Ball still tipped loose. Finally brought down by Hayden Wilson. Stone had that crack at it. Couldn't get it down. Now the other way. Dotson by one man. Out to Wilson. To the paint. To the hole. Can't get it to fall. Let the play go on as Spencer brings down the rebound. Out to Jace Haven. In the corner. It's Hostetler, and he gets blocked there by Carter Chilton, but they'll call two. That's a clean block. Officials let Dylan Spencer just rough ride over Hayden Wilson, but Carter Chilton came up and put the ball back down into the face of Hofstadler, and he gets called for the foul. Don't make any sense. Free throw is good. I always say it's very tough to play here in Thayer. Seem to get the advantage quite a bit, especially when it comes to a more of a physical game. They don't call it. And 2 points for Hofstadler. He's got 10 in the game. And it's 34-10. Dotson in the corner to Conway. Back to Dotson. Tigers sending it back to Conway. Salem right around the perimeter to Wilson. Hayden stops looking. There's just no movement inside at all by Carter Chilton and Jordan Schultz. No movement. Down low to Dotson. Dotson looking inside, goes back outside to Conway. Trying to dance in, gets to the Carter Chilton. Carter to stop, puts up the jumper. It's off the front of the rim. Jordan Schultz does get the rebound. Bounce pass underneath to Wilson. His jumper is good. Great job there by Schultz to see Wilson. He's got 7. Back the other way, it's there. Bobcats can't keep the ball in bounds as Hofstetler loses control. Goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will take over on the first turnover by Thayer here in the second half. Thayer's following back into a half-court defense. The Tigers can bring it up into the offensive zone. Dotson outside to Wilson. Going in the corner, Carter Chilton. Back to Wilson. On top, Conway. Back to Wilson. Almost threw that one out of bounds. Now to Carter. Down low to Jordan Schultz. Outside to Wilson. Into the paint to the hole. Short jumper. It's good. Oh, no, it came in and out. That ball was out, down in the cylinder. Came back out. What a bad break for Hayden Wilson. Now on top, Poulette. Getting into Hofstadler. Left side bench. Spencer in the corner to Aiden Stone. Stone. Back on top, Haven. To Hofstadler. 5:25 to go. Third quarter. They're down by 22. Stone against Carter Chilton. Turn spins. Short jump shot is up off the rim. Taken down by Hayden Wilson. Long pass to Conway. Guarded by Stone. Back to Dotson. Cross to Wilson. He drives in. Back to Reese Dotson. Out on top to Dawson Conway. Back over to Wilson. Wilson down low. Getting it there is Schultz. Back to Wilson. Across the floor to Dawson Conway. Down low to Carter Chilton. Can't handle the pass. It'll be tied up. I think possession error should favor Salem, and it will. .453 to go third quarter. 34-12. Much scoring done here in this third quarter. Wilson from the corner for a 3. Off the iron, and Spencer brings it down. Giving it to Haven. 34-12 our score. Here with 4 points in this third quarter. Salem with 2. Pass intended for Hofstetler. Knocked out of bounds by Wilson. Carter Chilton and Dawson Conway come out. Silas Wolf back in the ball game. Morrison back in the game as well. Inbound comes back to Haven. Haven out high. Trying to get away from Wolf. Goes left side to Poulette. Poulette down low intended for Spencer, and Morrison just tips it out of bounds. Hiding that away from Dylan Spencer. Chase Haven will inbound it. Looking inside underneath the basket, throws it right in the hands of Silas Wolf. It's a good play by Silas. He read that play and then stepped in and got the steal. Dotson back to Wolf, left wing. 4:15 left in the third quarter. And I'm still down by 22. Morrison in the right corner. Back to Dawson. Say to Reese Dotson. Dawson Conway not in the game right now. That ball tipped and stolen away by Thayer. Here they come back the other way. Haven to the paint by Silas Wolf. Down low, intended there for Spencer. Out of Hofstetler. Out on top, Haven. Haven between the circles. Trying to get away from Wolf. Does to the paint to the hole. Takes it right down. Lays it up. It will not go. Ball comes loose on the floor. Taken there by Hofstetler, but they walk as he and Aiden Stone collided. The third turnover by Thayer in the third quarter. Again, a 4-2 game here in this third quarter. Thayer with 4, Salem with 2. But unfortunately, in the first half, it was 30-10 Bobcats. Wilson on top to Schultz. Salem doing a much better job on defense, but still not able to generate any offense. On top, Reese Dotson. 3:21 to go in the third quarter. Wolf trying to get away from Andrews. Throws it right to Hofstetler, but he can't hang on to it. It goes into the Salem Tiger bench. Wolf trying to get it in. Fires it into Wilson in the corner. Inside to Morrison. Tipped. Lucas gets it back off the glass. It's good. Lucas Morrison with a good play. Deflected that ball to himself. Got it. Banks it in. And the Tigers are again down by 20. Here's Spencer. Left side pass to Hofstetler. Out on top, Stone. Right side, Andrews. Into the right corner. It goes to Spencer. Now back to Foulette. Aiden Stone beyond 3. Aiden looking inside. Gets that high post and backs it back out. He'll reset the play. Giving it off to Jordan Andrews. Andrews, the freshman, stops, kicks it down low to Spencer. He's trying to bank it in. Can't. But he is fouled by Morrison. And Morrison will get the foul, his third. Spencer got behind Morrison. Morrison recovered but could not block him off. And the shot from close in did not go. Spencer's free throw's good. In the first half, Thayer was 5 of 8. Salem was 1 of 2 on a strike. And this one also good. 4 for 4 in the second half for the Bobcats, who lead it 5:36-14 score. Pass to Silas Wolf with 2:25 to go third quarter. Dawson Conway back in the game for Jordan Schultz. In the corner to Silas Wolf. Down to Carter Chilton. Dotson between the circles trying to drive in to the paint to the free throw line to Wolf for a three-pointer off the iron. No good. Morrison with a rebound. And a foul's going to be called on Andrews. Morrison brought it down and Andrews grabbed onto him and gets the foul. .210 on the clock for the third quarter. Conway into Wolf. Wolf off the glass. No good. And ball taken there by Spencer. Go down to Andrews underneath the basket. Jump shot, no good. Tipped up by Aiden Stone, no good. Got it again, no good. Stone with 2 cracks at it. Couldn't get it to fall. Carter Chilton has that rebound to Dotson. Dotson almost gets knocked down, but no call. 36-14 still to score as Dawson Conway has it. 6-4 game here in this third quarter. 1:40 left. Here's Dotson for a 3. It's too short. Another rebound for Spencer. That's his 4th in this quarter. He and Stone each with 4. Spencer, top of the key, left side pass to Foulette. All alone is Haven, and he missed it. And Morrison brings it down. Chase Haven missed a wide open shot, and now Dotson throws it right into the hands of Andrews. Andrews all the way down the other way. And now stolen back, this time by Dawson Conway, all the way down against Spencer. Stops baby hook shot too short, and Spencer brings down rebound number 5. Quickly the other way. Here's Hofstetler. Hofstetler to Andrews for the jumper. It will not fall. Brought down by Stone. It won't go. Still brought down. Now Hofstetler gets it. Outside to Andrews for a 3, and it's too far. And comes out far to Conway. Really erratic shooting here in this third quarter. Down to 45 seconds left. Here's Reese Dotson. Out on top, Carter Chilton. Right side pass to Silas Wolf for a 3. Yes! Silas Wolf hits the 3. And Salem within 19 now going into the fourth quarter. So there's 25 seconds left. See if Salem can keep Thayer off the board here for that last second shot. Hofstetler with 20 seconds left. Out on top to Andrews. Left side pass, Haven. Haven back on top to Hofstetler. Right side pass, Andrews down to 13. To Haven, to Aiden Stone. Back to Andrews. Andrews trying to make his way in. Stop, walk, no call. Now Spencer inside to Hofstetler. Hofstetler lost the ball out of bounds, and it belongs to the Salem Tigers with 1.5 seconds left. Logan Doss will come in for who did he come in for? Inbound comes to Dawson Conway. Tries a shot from half court. It hits a rafter. And we played three. Tigers playing much better. Actually outscored Thayer in that third quarter 7-6, but they still trailed by 19. 36-17. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio.
This is Mike Elliott with Town & Country Insurance. We represent many different insurance companies which allow us to offer you competitive rates by checking your insurance with many companies. We're able to find more value for you this way. Town & Country Insurance has been serving the surrounding area for over 50 years. Stop by and see Laura Arts, Sarah Edwards, or myself at 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank. Or you can call our office at 729-6624. We also have offices in Rolla and Licking to serve you.
You don't have to go out of town to rent a car. You can rent one right here in town at Larson Rental Cars. And they have cars available to anyone for their needs, including short vacations when you don't want to put miles on your vehicle, a person's short-term needs for a vehicle repair, or an extra vehicle for a family member who's come in town, or really any reasonable need you might have. For more information about Larson Rental Cars, call 729-3915 or stop by 503 North MacArthur in Salem. Larson Rental Cars.
Duncan Family Chiropractic, 216 West 3rd Street in Salem, is a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Go Big Blue from Duncan Family Chiropractic, 216 West 4th Street, West 3rd Street, downtown. And you can call Amber at 729-2321, 729-2321. Haven out on top to Doss. Pass inside, stolen away by Jordan Schultz. Salem Tigers with their third steal. Good turnover by Thayer. Now Carter Chilton off the glass. No good. Tipped, brought down, and under control by Doss. Doss the other way. Off to Haven. It's underway here, fourth quarter. Salem down by 19. Aiden Stone in the right corner. Guarded by Carter Schultz. Salem on a man-to-man defense. That ball picked off by Jordan Schultz, but then he throws it away. Tigers are their fourth steal out of 6 turnovers here. Now Stone, the jump shot is up. No good. It's Jordan Schultz goes up high to bring down that rebound. He has 4 in the game. Played almost a minute here in the fourth quarter. 36-17. Salem trailing in this one. There's Dawson Conway over to Reese Dotson. This is not a clinic on shooting here in this game. Another steal by Andrews. Here he comes all the way down to Haven, and Haven lays it in. Hazen has 4 in the game. The lead back out to 21 for the Thayer Bobcats. Pass right side to Dawson Conway. Guarded by Andrews in the corner. Carter Chilton trying to get that ball in. Stolen away. Tigers have not been able to get that play to work yet. 6.5 to go. 38-17 as Andrews brings it down to the paint. Stops. Left wing to Doss. Out on top. Waiting for it there is Hofstetler. Down low to Aiden Stone. Stone to Doss. A shot blocked there by Jordan Schultz. Nicely. Went up. Timed that jump perfect. Pass the other way to Conway. Out to Carter Chilton instead of Dotson. Reese Dotson. Right side pass to Wilson down to 6'10". Conway to Dotson in the corner. Chilton trying to get it down low, intended for Jordan Schultz. A foul called underneath the basket. That's going to be Logan Doss. 6:05 as Stone will come out. Gage Pitts will come in the game. Spencer back in the ball game as well. And the inbound comes out high to Reese Dotson. Started there by Gage Pitts. Dotson, right side pass to Wilson. Wilson out on top, Conway. Conway to Dotson. Carter Chilton in the corner. Carter trying to drive underneath. Stops, flips it up and in. Nice play by Carter Chilton. Saw the arm come out from behind the basket and flip it up and in. 38-19. Pass to Andrews. Andrews lays it out on top to Hofstetler. Back to Haven. Haven to the paint. South looking outside does the Pitts. Pitts will back it out with 5.5 to go. Down low to Spencer. Spencer inside to Andrews off the glass and in. 40-19 our score with 5:23 left to go in the ball game. Pass left side to Hayden Wilson in the corner. It's Carter Chilton down low, trying to get it in there to Schultz, but it's stolen away. And back comes Andrews down the middle to Spencer. He lays it in. Dillon has 9, and the lead goes to 23. Here's Reese Dotson. Right side pass, Hayden Wilson with 4:55 to go. Wilson fires in the corner to Dotson for a three-pointer. It's off the rim, straight up in the air, tipped. Wilson brings it down for Salem. Wilson jump shot from the corner to Dotson, won't go, and then put up and in by Schultz. Are they going to call the foul? Nope, the basket's good. Well, they might call that foul on Schultz. He got the rebound, scored, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot the extra shot. Foul is called on Chase Haley. 4:44. Wolf will be back in the ball game. Braden Carmack getting ready to check in. And Carmack will come in for Wilson. 4:44 left on the clock. 21-point lead for Thayer, and Schultz's free throw is good. He's got 8 in the game. 42-22. Thayer with the big lead. Spencer, left side pass to Andrews. Andrews waiting, gets a good pick there from Haven, flips it back to Haven. Haven to the paint, to the hole, trying to flip it up and in. A foul called underneath. Jordan Schultz will have that foul. Jordan's done a good job of staying out of foul trouble tonight. They got one there. And Haven to the line to shoot 2. Coming in is Landry Getz. Do not have on our roster. Landry Pitts will check in the game. As Dotson brings it down, puts up a long 3, and he buries it. Reese Dotson hits a long 3, his first points of the game. Set him down by 18 as Andrews will bring it back the other way. Outside it goes to Haven. Haven looking under the basket, can't get it there, gets to Spencer. A long 3 up and off the iron, straight in the hands of Carter Chilton. Nice shot there. 5 pitch, it just wouldn't go down. Now Carmack trying to find somebody open, flips it out to Reese Dotson. 43-25. Reese started there by Pitts. Stops, goes right side to Carmack. Down low to Jordan Schultz off the glass. It will not fall. Goes out of bounds. They'll stay off Salem. Stone will be back in the ball game. Aiden, last year's MVP in the SCA. Not had the same success this year as he did last year, but still an outstanding player. Tonight, Stone has a total of 14 rebounds and just 4 points. Pass to Andrews on the right wing. Down to Stone. Stone turns, spins off the glass. It won't fall, and Morrison brings it down. That's where he's been shooting that ball into that crevice between the basket and also the support. Long pass for Andrews. He's got it underneath the basket, off the glass and in. Jordan Andrews has 9, and the lead back to 20. 3 minutes to go in this one. Reese Dotson to Carmack. Braden Carmack in the game to Silas Wolf. Down low to Morrison. Down inside to Carter Chilton. On the baseline, Carter with a reverse layup, no good, and Andrews will draw the foul. Trying to slap that one away from Carter. And Jordan Andrews will pick up that foul with 2:57 to go. Carter Chilton will go to the line to shoot 2. With 2:57 remaining. Salem Tigers, danger of falling to 5-13 on the year as that one trickles wide. The front of the rim, side of the rim, and fell off to the side. And Carter has another one coming. Carter only 2 points in this game. And misses that one as well. Brought down by Haven. 45-25. Haven on top. Stone left side Andrews. Andrews down low to Haven. Haven underneath the basket, blocked away by Morrison, and they'll call a foul underneath. That might be on Silas Wolf. Nope, they're going to call it on Morrison, and that'll be his fourth. Nope, they called it on Wolf. That's what I thought they were going to call it on. So his first. And the free throw is good. And one more free throw coming. And that's good, too. He's got 7 points this ball game. And the Tigers trail by 22. With 2:45 to go. Dotson over to Braden Carmack. Carmack to Wolf, top of the key. Right side pass to Dotson. Has to go up and get it. Now down to Morrison on the baseline. Morrison has that ball knocked out of bounds by number 10, Landry Phipps. Dawson will come back in the ball game for Aiden Stone. Gets a nice hand by his teammates, and his coach, Galen Phipps, gives him a nice bump as well. Wolf will fire it out. Tall as Phipps comes to Reese Dotson. Nice move, but then stolen away. And back comes Andrews. He lays it in. Another steal for the Thayer Bobcats. That is their 12th steal in this game. There's Wolf on top to Braden Carmack. Carmack all the way down off the glass. It trickles in. Nice job by Braden Carmack. .2:11 to go. Carmack will get the extra crack at it. And that free throw is no good. Brought down and controlled by Carter Chilton, and he scores. Carmack missed that free throw, and the Tigers are down again by 20. 2 minutes left. Pass to Andrews, left wing. Andrews going baseline, gets knocked down by Wolf. He and Morrison cut him off to the back. Yeah, totally. That'll be Silas Wolf's second foul. Andrews' free throw is short. Jordan has 11 points. Morrison will check out. Wolf will check out. Wilson and Schultz back in. Roulette back in the game. 49-29 the score. Free throw is good. He's got 12 in the night. 1:55 to go. Braden Carmack over to Wilson. Wilson to the paint, to the hole, down low to Will Schultz. He just gets it in. Schultz with 10 points tonight. Pass right side, Goulet. Goulet hanging on to it. Out on top, waiting for it there is Landry Pitts. The Gage Pitts knocked down by Braden Carmack with a nice block. Schultz to the ball the other way to Hayden Wilson. 1:25 left. Now Reese Dotson from the high post, his jumper. It will go. Tipped, brought down by Andrews. And back comes the white-clad Thayer Bobcats, who will go on to win this one, and they will go on to 14-5 on the year. And that shot by Andrews won't go, and a foul called on Salem with 1:11 to go. And it looks like George Schultz will pick up his second foul. 50-31 our score. And Andrews can't make that one. So Keith Nicholson will come in the game. Keith Nicholson wearing number 50. Got 1:11 to go. And the Andrews free throw is good. And he's got 13 points on the game. Pass left side to Hayden Wilson. Down to under a minute to go in this ball game. And will be at home to take on the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, and that will be coming up on Friday as Wilson double dribbles, trying to go past 2 Thayer Bobcats. 51-31 the score. No difference than it was at the end of the half. Only it was 30-10 at that time. Pass on the outside, going to Doss. Inside it goes, trying to spin off, putting that outside. Nicholson. Now the inside shot, no good, and Pitts is knocked down, I think, by Braden Carmack. Going to call it on Braden Carmack. So to the line is Gage Fitz, and the free throw is no good. 38 seconds to go. Salem will fall to 5-13 on the year, and Thayer will go to 14-5, and each team will, this is their first game in the SCA. Salem will fall to 0-1, and Thayer 1-0. 52-31 our score. Here comes Reese Dotson. Down low to Schultz, off the glass and in. George Schultz had a good game here tonight. Very good job. Salem now by 19. Thayer with the ball with 20 seconds to go. Andrews started by Dotson. Right side pass to Pitts. Out on top. It's Doss. Getting it back to Landry Pitts. To Andrews. Firing it down to Pitts. Wants a three-pointer. It doesn't go with 7 seconds left. Put back up by Doss. No good. And with 2 seconds left, here comes Dotson. A shot blocked. And are they going to call the foul or not? As Andrews drew the foul, I haven't seen him go on the floor. It is a foul. Andrews did get a foul, so this game's not over yet. Salem will lose and fall to 5-13 as Dotson goes to the line to shoot two, and he misses the first. And Dotson will try one more, and this one is no good as well. And I guess he gets a third as it was a three-point shot. And Reese's free throw, and this one also no good. So no change in the score. Final score, Thayer 52, Salem Tigers 33. And we'll come back in 2 minutes and give you stats on this one when we return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Radio.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, get Seafoam motor treatment for $7.99, Titan 22-piece drill bit set for only $14.99, and True Fuel Premix 2-cycle fuel priced at $6.49. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store, right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Reality check number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country, and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Here at Riverways Federal Credit Union, our mission is to be your hometown financial institution, providing versatile solutions and making a positive difference in our members' lives. Riverways Federal Credit Union offers home, business, and farm loans along with great rates on checking, savings, and CDs. We commit ourselves to the credit union philosophy of people helping people, adding value to the financial lives of our members, families, and communities. Visit us today at riverwaysfcu.org or one of our locations in Rolla or Salem. Riverways Federal Credit Union, a positively different financial institution. Member NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Salem Tigers came all the way down to Thayer and then found out this is not a very nice place to play as the Bobcats stuck it to the Salem Tigers early. Got up to a 16-0 lead about 3 minutes into that second quarter before Salem could score. And then after that, really wasn't too imbalanced of a game. Salem got outscored in that second quarter 16-10, but then they outscored Thayer in that third quarter, 7-6, and were able to actually stay within 19, so they actually gained that 1 point. They played even with them in the fourth quarter. However, the tide had already been pretty well set after Tigers fell down by 20 in that first half. Leading the way for the Thayer Bobcats, it was Jordan Andrews who had 13 points. 10 points for Braden Hofstetler, and then 9 points for Dylan Spencer in the contest. 7 points for Chase Haven, 5 for Gage Fitz, 4 for Dylan Follett, and Aiden Stone had 4 points as well in the game. Stone finished up unofficially. I have him with 14 rebounds in the game. Spencer finished with 6, and 3 for Haven, 2 for Andrews, and 2 for Hofstadler, 3 for Dawson in the game. Salem Tigers, their leading scorer was Jordan Schultz with 12. Hayden Wilson had 7, 4 for Carter Chilton in the game, 3 each for Reese Dotson and Silas Wolf, and 2 for Lucas Forson in the contest. Leading rebounder for the Salem Tigers was Schultz with 6, 5 each for Hayden Wilson and Lucas Morrison, 2 for Dotson, and 1 for Dawson Conway, 1 also for Silas Wolf in the ball game, and 5 more for Carter Chilton in the game. Leading scorer again was Jordan Schultz with 12 points, 7 for Wilson, 4 for Carter Chilton, 3 for Wolf and Dotson, and 2 each for Braden Carmack and Lucas Morrison. Salem was 2 of 9 from the stripe in this game, had 21 turnovers and a total of 6 steals. For the Thayer Bobcats, they finished 15 to 22 from the free throw line. They had 13 steals and just 9 turnovers in the game as they go on to beat the Salem Tigers by a score of 52 to 33. We'll take a 4-minute break and wrap things up here from the Thayer Bobcats Gymnasium. Salem loses it 52 to 33. Back in 4. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home. We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the boot heel. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
Country Mart Pharmacy in Salem has 3 different types of flu shots. Flu Zone Quad is recommended for all ages. Flu Block Quad is recommended for 50 to 60 years of age, and Flu Zone High Dose is recommended for 65 years and over. There's no copay on Medicare and Medicaid, and some private insurance is accepted. The flu shots are administered by certified registered pharmacists. For more information about the flu shots, call Country Mart Pharmacy in Salem at 729-4091.
At the Bank of Salem, keeping your account safe and secure is our highest priority. We're adding text fraud alerts as part of our debit card protection program. If Shazam, our debit card processor, suspects fraudulent activity on your debit card, you may be alerted via text message or phone call. Ask a Bank of Salem employee today. Remember, we will never request card or account information via text, phone, or email. The Bank of Salem, putting our customers first since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the New Year's sale going on right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, where you'll find Max Battery Terminal Cleaner or Max Battery Terminal Protector. Your choice, 2 for $7. Prestone Windshield Deicer for $3.99 and a 26-piece screwdriver set with a stand for $17.99 a set. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
There's a new way to buy or lease your next Chevy, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Just go online and shop, click, and drive, where you can create your own deal, hassle-free and worry-free. You'll go through a variety of windows that include local offers available, if you're trading in a vehicle or not, your estimated finance costs, and more. Just go online at fairgroundgm.com and find out more about shop, click, and drive. Fairground Auto Plaza, where Chevy finds new roads.
Have a toothache? Need a dental cleaning? Whatever it is, YCHC has you covered. Your community health center is now scheduling appointments for 2019. Call our dental clinic at 573-426-6718 or stop by 1081 East 18th Street in Rolla to book your appointment today. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, and self-pay on a sliding fee scale. Ring in the new year with a new smile from your community health center in Rolla. Open a Progressive Ozark Bank checking account today and receive a free cooler. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You'll also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus, enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, and free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and receive cash back. Banking with us is a refreshing experience. Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
KSMO Radio 1340, a tough loss for the Salem Tigers. Again, they just did not get off to a good start in this one, and by the time they really got on track, it was already a 16-0 game, and Thayer Bobcats cruised to a 52-33 win over Salem. Salem piled to 5-13 on the year, 0-1 in the SCA. The Bobcats 1-0 in the SCA, but they've got 14 wins now on the season. Tomorrow night on KSMO Radio, it'll be the Missouri Tigers taking on Auburn. That game gets underway at 7:30, 7 o'clock pregame show here on KSMO Radio. Our next broadcast for Salem Tiger basketball will be Friday night at home as they will take on the Mountain View Liberty Eagles. That will be 6 o'clock JV action, the varsity game to follow right here on KSMO. And that game will also be televised live on Fidelity Local 6 on Friday night. That'll be Friday night against the Mountain View Liberty Eagles, and that game will be televised live on Fidelity Local 6 and HD 406. I want to thank Mike Crace from hospitality down here in Thayer. Also want to thank Krista back at the station. And not exactly the type of game we wanted to have from Salem tonight, but Thayer Bobcats, once they got started in that first half, they were unstoppable. Tigers fell to them by a final score of 52-33. We'll see y'all again Friday night right here on KSMO Radio with Salem Tiger basketball here on 1340 AM. KSMO Salem, good night from Thayer, Missouri.
You have been listening to Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com. Tiger basketball has been brought to you as a courtesy of your community health center, K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Country Mart, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Fairground Auto Plaza, Progressive Ozark Bank, Southwest Baptist University of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, the Common Grounds Bistro, Larson Collision Center, Commissioner Dennis Purcell and Family, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Don't forget to join us next time for Tiger basketball on KSMO and online at KSMORadio.com.